The trial of 5 AMISOM soldiers who killed civilians in Galway area of Lower Shabelle region ended yesterday in Mogadishu. The trial, which began this month at the AMISOM court in Halene, sentenced 2 Ugandan soldiers to death. The AMISOM military court also sentenced 3 of the defendants to 39 years in prison each. Last week, protesters demonstrated on the streets of Mogadishu, calling for an investigation on the death of the 7 civilians. African Union representatives met with the Somali government ministerial committee and also the Ugandan ambassador to also investigate the crime. Ronald Karukungu, deputy spokesperson UPDF, shared with us what transpired.
An incident in Galway, which is Lower Shabelle region of Mogadishu in August, where out of mistaken identity, AMISOM soldiers of Ugandan contingent, after an engagement, following an engagement with Al-Shabaab extremists, out of mistaken identity, some civilians were put in crossfire and they died, 7 civilians.
After the African Union mission to Somalia investigated the 7 civilians in Galway, it confirmed the UPDF troop working under AMISOM. President Museveni came out to declare the nationals that were involved.
A group of our soldiers went and killed some people. That they were angry because they had been ambushed. Yes, that's war. If you're ambushed, you should know that you can be ambushed in war. You only kill people when you are fighting. But to go after that and you kill people that you are annoyed, it is bankrupt. And all those fellows have been arrested and they're going to be charged.
Bodies of 7 civilians were discovered after a heavy exchange of gunfire between the AMISOM forces and Lower Shabelle farmers. Spokesperson Hussein Usman Wasuje, who was present at the court, revealed that 7 people had testified against the suspects, 6 of whom were Ugandan troops on the ground. Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Kakurungu, deputy spokesperson UPDF, confirms.
So in that spirit, the Chief of Defense Forces authorized the General Court Martial, headed by Lieutenant General Andrew Gotti, and it waited in Mogadishu and it started for 8 days. So on the 12th of this month, they concluded the hearing, and at the end of the day, 5 soldiers, 2 officers and 3 other ranks were convicted of murder, and 2 of them were sentenced to death, and 3 of them to 39 years imprisonment. They will serve their sentences in Uganda, according to our status of forces agreement.
The exchange of gunfires followed an ambush by the Al-Shabaab militant on AMISOM troops who were patrolling the areas. This led to an investigation by the AMISOM team, which later found out the UPDF soldiers had, on 10th August, killed innocent civilians. The 2 will now face the firing squad. Ronald Kakurungu says the incident was an error in execution.
But that was an error in command, an error in execution, an error in operations. And it has to be taken as an isolated case. It is not. It cannot be tied to the entire mission. Uganda has been there since 2007. We have not had very many cases like that one. But whenever one of them comes up, we correct the error quickly. And this is one of the ways of correcting the error. And of course, such sentences are meant to help deter or act as a guidance to other troops and members in the mission area.
Uganda has the largest contingent in the AMISOM peacekeepers. Similar incidents have happened in the past. In 2008, Burundi troops were fingered for killing 4 civilians, and in 2012, one Kenyan soldier was blamed for killing 6 Somali citizens. Eve Masawi, CTV, PM Edition.